Today we're going to be looking at not this, but actually what goes in the end right here. This is my FN-30K. I call it a K because it's customized by me. This is based on a 1917 to 1919 FN-30. It has some real steel sights with some parts that I made for it, front and back. I've actually put rails on it, which it never had. This stand just grip for myself, which is part of me updating it. This was originally built by someone called Killbucket, Mr. Minigun, with a P90 in it. And I actually got it updated by Rudy at Bingo Airsoft. He put a Polar Star in it, custom barrel, the whole 9 yards. Well, the end that was originally on it, the barrel goes right to the edge here. Right to the end here. And this is actually a holder piece up front here. What we're going to be looking at today are the three ends. The first end that you'll see, I took a picture of it and I'll show it here. That is a flat end that just meets and the barrel comes right there. The second end that we have is this one here. And I'll show a picture of it right here. Now what we have here on this is basically holds the barrel, but it has a Loudner in it. It's not a Novetzke one, it's a Matrix one or one of those other ones that the barrel goes in so far and the Loudner is up here in this part. So it gives it a deeper like pop, 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 pop when it's shooting. Now, that's another thing I want to tell everybody. The 1917 FN-30 had a base rate of 600 rounds per minute, which was 10 rounds per second. The 1919 had a base rate of fire of 660 rounds per minute, or 11 rounds per second. With the Polar Star engine, I have got it set at 11 rounds per second. So that 11 rounds coming out there with this amplifier sound, pop, 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 pop. It's got that deep, like, pop sound. It's very intimidating. Now, I only run this about 1.1 joules, which is about 340 with 2 O's or something like that. 350 with 2 O's, close to there. I used to use this indoors, set it at semi, and walk around with it and just intimidate people. It's made out of ABS plastic. It's really light. It's not heavy, but when people see this like brushed metal look on it, they think, oh wow, that must be like heavy steel and it's heavy, and it's not. I have a sling for it, and I have a box mag that I put on here with 3,000 rounds. So what we're going to do is we're going to go in depth on the three ends that I have for this replica and go from there. What I have on the table here is the three ends. And as you can see, this is just a squared off piece. This was actually 3D printed with some holes in it, and it basically goes into the barrel a little ways, and it holds the barrel from moving. It's just flush, and the barrel comes right to the end. This is the default piece that was in this. This one is an update of my own design. These are our pipe parts. And this one here that's all scarfed up, this one was almost the same inner diameter as the outer barrel on the FN-30. I had to grind a little bit and it fit right in. What I've done is I put in that amplifier so it like extends like all the way up here to like right up almost to the front. And when you look inside here, you can see it. It comes about 3/4 of the way up here. The barrel goes inside this piece here, which then goes inside here, and this goes all the way up here. So the barrel is stopping right at the, like, inside the Loudner. And this sticks out that much on the barrel. I actually added this O-ring here to space it out a little bit more so it's just like level almost with the barrel. This gives it that pop, pop, pop sound that I was talking about. And I basically painted it black and brushed it with some hammered black or whatever it's called here to try and match the gun, the replica. So it actually looks good. The third one, which we are working on right now, and I want to show you that, is this one here. It looks like it's a Novetzke Loudner, but it's actually a knockoff tracer flasher unit. Okay, what I'm doing is the same thing as I ground a piece that goes flat here and a JB weld an end on this, so that this will slide inside here to a certain point. Now, what we got to do is I got to stop that from coming past. It's got to basically be like right here when it stops. To that end, I actually have this little piece that I cut out that this goes so far and it stops on that. So what I do is I'm going to push this in here now just so you guys can see what it's going to look like. It's a little tight too, so okay. So when you put this in, it goes all the way back there, which is no good because that's got to go up farther. This has got to stop here, right there. So, where it's looking at it right now, it's almost stopped right where it's got to be. Okay? And it's actually, it's not tight in there, but it's not loose in there. I was thinking about putting some rubber O-rings on this to try to stop it from coming back out. But we're going to see how I can do this without doing that. Now, I'm going to try to use this tool to push this up till it stops. It won't come out of the gray part because it hits on this then. So that's up as far as that will go. So we put this back in, and that's that far in. So if I look, it's going to be here. It's like right there. It's actually going a little bit too far in. So I'm probably going to have to mess around with this a little bit to, yeah, it's down there a little ways. I got to see if I can push this up a little bit more into this. And when I get it done, we're going to take a picture of it, and then we're going to be test firing it, shooting at it to see the flash. Because this, when you drop a BB down through it, it flashes. Right now, I think it auto shuts off, so let's just turn it back on. I don't know if that's on. Yeah, that's on. So, if we can find a BB here, or anything basically to drop down through there. I have BBs in here, so I'll just grab one. And if you look at the bottom of the flash hider when I drop this, I don't know if you saw that flash. I don't think you'll see it on the sticking this way. I don't know. So, in the darkness, let's try it again. It does have a flash. It's not that bright. 2 of the magnifiers are still in this. 1 got shot out. So I'm thinking maybe that's what's cutting down the look on it. So we're going to be messing around with this. And as I get this done, I'm going to take pictures. What we'll be doing is painting all this black so that it sits in there. And the only thing that I might have to do with this is in the barrel, drive a screw into this so that it holds in the gun. Because I did grind this quite a bit and it just barely fits in there. And I'll paint this black. And the whole idea is I might cut off maybe a little bit of this so that this is flush with the outside. So when I get that done, we'll do another part 2 of the video, show it coming up and shooting. Seeing the flash on that one. I hope you could see the flash from the shooting that I had. Finished it up, put it together. I'll take a close-up picture and insert it in here. I have the Allen screw holding the thing in place, and I can use it on the other ones as well. The only downside on this is you have to turn the flash on on the unit and then put it inside the holder. Not a big deal. Turn it on. It'll have an auto shut off if I don't shoot after a certain amount of time. But if I have it fully charged and I got it shooting for the day, I should be good to go. Now, with 3.2s, which is what I was chronoing with, just to get it to the 1.5 joules, I was going to do it lower, but I found I didn't like the way it was sounding and shooting, so I said, oh, screw it. I put it up to 1.5 joules. The limit for the LMGs is 182, so I'm way under the limit, so I'm good to go. 11 rounds per second still. With 3.0s, this thing is going to come alive. They were shooting way out there with 3.2s. I can imagine what they'll do with 3.0s. I lost the original wrench to adjust the hop up and tighten the spring in. It's here somewhere. I just don't know where it is. So I got another one that will tighten everything up, including the Allen screw that holds the front on. If that becomes an issue, shooting with that during the day, I can always move back to one of the other ones, either the plain end or the sound amp one. I might go with the sound amp one, throw it in the bag where I'm going to have my BB stored back in staging. This way I can swap stuff out if I have to. I have the pressure set, and the ironic thing is the pressure is set at about, I don't know where my glasses are. Oh, over there. The pressure is set kind of high at, there's 60, there's 50, 60, 70, 80 pounds, 80 psi. Okay, I can run it as low as 60 and it'll still run like a champ. Okay, and that's what I usually run it at, is 60, but I'm going to put it a little bit higher for this one just to give it a little extra pop. Everything's good to go. Can't wait to try this. It's going to be, I'm going to be using this Saturday for test firing, and then in 2 months we're going to go to the 12-hour op where this is going to shine. So hopefully I'll be able to do the most of the day, at least 6-8 hours, and then go from there. But all done. Hope you enjoyed the video, and as always, you guys have a good day. Oh, one added note. When you saw me outside, it's like 20 degrees. I have to wear a mask or I start coughing when I'm outside. So hopefully in 2 months, which will be March, it's the middle of March is the game, the 18th. So I'm hoping that it'll be warmer and I won't be coughing my guts out when I'm outside and I don't have to wear a mask. Fingers crossed.
I'm just here to have fun.